To encourage whole community preparedness, distinct perspectives are necessary to provide insight into the community's needs. This means involving people with disabilities and other access and functional needs, as well as diverse linguistic, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds in preparedness efforts. The Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Accessibility in Exercises, or IDEA Guide, provides information, tools, and resources for building an exercise program to increase preparedness through the promotion of inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility. This video will discuss components of the IDEA Guide, including terms and definitions, methods for building an inclusive exercise program, and considerations for individual exercises.
Terms and definitions. Common terms and definitions help set the foundation for exercise program managers to better understand the communities they support. Let's discuss some of these terms now. Inclusion is defined as the recognition, appreciation, and use of the talents and skills of people of all backgrounds. Diversity is the practice of including the many communities, identities, races, ethnicities, backgrounds, abilities, cultures, and beliefs of people, including underserved communities.
Equity is the consistent and systematic fair, just, and impartial treatment of all individuals, including individuals who belong to underserved communities that have been denied such treatment. Accessibility is the design, construction, development, and maintenance of facilities, information and communications technology, programs, and services so that all people, including people with disabilities, can fully and independently use them. Understanding these terms and definitions lays the foundation for incorporating these concepts into an exercise program.
Methods for building an inclusive exercise program. When working to build an inclusive exercise program, it can be helpful to use the following approach. Thoughtfully consider inclusivity, diversity, equity, and accessibility throughout all aspects of a program or project. Create an inclusive culture by recognizing, understanding, and working to address individual biases. Listen to and learn about individuals different from oneself, and use a holistic mindset to identify all segments of the community that could be affected and engage them as appropriate. Part of this approach is establishing a community profile to understand the makeup of your community. The primary activity in creating a community profile is collaborating with representatives that serve or have experience with diverse groups within the community to build an overall picture of demographics, major businesses and industries, housing, community facilities and services, land use, and cultural resources.
Official and trusted sources should be the basis for building the community profile. Challenges and cultural sensitivities can be identified by talking to community leaders and subject matter experts to gain a deeper understanding of their perspectives and acknowledge historical influences. Once the community profile is complete, invite community partners to participate in the Integrated Preparedness Planning Workshop, or IPPW, to identify and discuss issues, concerns, and circumstances unique to the community. The IDEA Guide provides potential questions to help drive discussion for the IPPW. Opportunities for inclusivity, diversity, equity, and accessibility concepts further extend to individual exercises.
Considerations for individual exercises. Before the exercise, program managers should consider traditional and non-traditional stakeholders as members of the exercise planning team, facilitators, presenters, panelists, evaluators, or participants, and subject matter experts supporting corrective action development and improvement planning. Additionally, the exercise planning team should compile accommodation requests and plan accordingly, ensure that all materials and facilities are accessible, collaborate among the exercise planning team to improve outreach to individuals from underserved communities and vulnerable populations, and acknowledge, appreciate, and value differences among participants. During exercise conduct, Designate someone to be responsible for managing accommodations. Recruit exercise players and actors who represent the composition of the community, and ensure equitable treatment of all exercise participants.
After conduct, identify strengths and areas for improvement to increase inclusivity, diversity, equity, and accessibility in future exercises, and review the community profile to capture any unique variables or additional stakeholder groups that should be included in future exercises. For additional guidance on improving inclusivity, equity, diversity, and accessibility in exercise programs, including a list of accommodation considerations, please reference the Idea Guide. With this information, you can now develop your own exercise program that addresses inclusivity, equity, diversity, and accessibility. Good luck!